Hey guys, Justa guy here with another episode of City Skylines, and now I don't really spend enough time in free camera mode, but just looking at the city is pretty impressive. But guys, I'm thinking this might be my last episode of this city. I am kind of running out of room, and I'm in vanilla, so I only get the 12 squares. And you know, this was my first city. I made quite a few mistakes, things I could like to change if I'd done it again. But yeah, I mean, I have some room. This was the last thing I built off camera, just a dump of residential here across the river from my farming area. I did build the unique factory for making pastries. I honestly, I mean, I don't know, man. For how many workers this place is employing, it doesn't really seem like it's barely making any money. This is usually barely in profit, and what doesn't go to the bakery doesn't make money at all. And it has trouble shifting the stuff around. I guess there's mods for that, but whatever. But, you know, we got this nice city. Got the nice little ferry thing I built. By the way, I learned something very important at the very end. Right, you know how this is super slow, the landscaping tool. You hold down the button, it goes ever so slowly, both the filling and emptying. If you use the level terrain tool and you right click on a really low terrain, it'll just suck it up like crazy fast. And same if you pick a high tool and then you click balancing it or whatever, it'll build it up super fast. I'll show you right here. So all that complaining, and I practically like hurt my wrist holding down the mouse key for so long making this tunnel. I could have just used the level terrain thing to make it faster. It's kind of crazy. But before we stop this series, I want to try what I've been building on for this entire time with this giant dirt pile. The massive hydroelectric dam across here. Now, I did learn, apparently there's a limit to how high it can be. Apparently it can only be so high. But before we do that, we're going to have to delete the old one, which should cause some fun. But I just like to say this was probably the best thing I ever built in this city, other than maybe the ferry line, because I just think that looks cool. But this thing produces 4.6 to 460 to 480 or so megawatts. And I have basically never had to worry about electricity since I built this, because it's all connected to the sewage output pipe. So as my city grows, it produces more water out sewage, which makes this go better, faster, more water flows out. So it's basically kept up with electricity this entire time. I haven't had to touch anything since the last, like, a solar plant or whatever I built. So, I mean, I went from like 50,000 to 110 or so without having to touch electricity because of that. Now, it started off really bad, but it's gotten better. But, so we're going to cause possibly a massive problem here, but we're going to delete this. And watch the water flow. That is pretty crazy. Luckily, none of it's... Oh, it is backflowing for some weird reason because water mechanics are weird. But that's why this whole road is raised. This part flooded so often because of that. Although all these things are now flooded with polluted groundwater, I believe. But whatever. The other problem is we have no power. But let's see if we can get this in here right. Okay, now this is not what I wanted, and I think it's backwards, so I don't know if it works. I think it's because the water is currently flowing that way when to build that way. So I think we're going to have to redo all these water pipes up here and see how that goes. Okay, so we're just gonna make sure these flow. Oh, obviously we have no power because it's all relying on that. Trying to make sure they all flow the right direction. Alright, that seems to be the biggest I can make it. Just fill this up a little bit so it's not going underneath. Definitely disappointment. I could probably have two different things if I really wanted to, but obviously I can't get it any higher. I didn't also design this very well. See if we can get this flat. Alright, so we do have wastewater in here. It's not filled yet. And it's actually pumping out water despite having no electricity. Well guys, my city's getting destroyed in this turnover. Got that. But let's see how, oh my god. These aren't kicking in. I'm having some trouble. How to destroy your city in one step. Take out the sole supply of sewage and power at the same time. For some reason the water pipes aren't connecting. Alright guys, I think I finally got the piping to go up the hill. Oh, I put in pumping stations. Oh god, I did it again. Which is not good because as you can see I've wasted a ton upon a ton of money. Oh man. I was wondering why I could not get these things to work, and it's because they were pumping stations. I always do that. I always do that. Back to deleting everything and hoping I don't go broke. As you can see, that we almost had another massive accident. You can only really tell on this screen, but they're all facing the wrong way. When I'm like this, it gets kind of blurry when I zoom in. Oh, at least it was earlier. I don't know why it's so clear right now. It was so blurry before. But now I gotta try to turn all these around. Which is a pain. Alright guys, we got the right pipes in. They're facing the right direction and the water is connected to it. The real problem we are going to face is, look at our city. We have lost like half our population. Went from about $4 million to only 600 and something. We're losing 475,000 a week. So I'm pretty sure this city is destroyed. I had it running too much while I was fixing, and apparently we can't go without water or power for that too long. Well, sewage and power. But I'm just gonna see if this works, and then I'll probably have to reload my save, just do it again. With hopefully less of a turnover. But yeah, let's just see this go. So far the water, see, that'll blur again, I don't understand it. They're all working. Water's above threshold. Power demand is actually meeting it. Is that somehow connected? So it connects up there, I guess. And then let's just connect it a little bit more to be sure. So now we just have to worry about is all the death. We're down to only negative 117,000. Still lost about 4,000 people in a couple ticks. But yeah, obviously our death care, which is normally way overboard. Capacity of 5,000, just can't deal with this many people right now. Because everybody got sick because the water was polluted. Or the sewage was backed up. I believe that's what everybody's complaining about. Well, yeah. Let's see if the city can recover. We're down to negative 90,000, but we're gaining some people back. But I am curious about this dam. Still 0. I guess all the people we lost is the only reason why our power's okay. We're not getting in quite much sewage water because obviously we don't have as many people, but once this hits the level, we should see what it does. Negative 50,000. Oh, might make it. Let's budget our policies. Let's turn off prefer ferries. Turn off park maintenance boost. Turn off parks and recreation. Smoke detectors. Let's just try that, see if we can survive. Still losing people? Wow. Never had to take a loan, but I might have to just. Massive issues. Despite all these problems, people still want to take that ferry. Oh, it's almost filled. I think it'd be really cool to have like a 2-tiered layer, but obviously, as you can see, my plan to build this up to build height and then have a giant thing is stemmed by the fact that you can only go so far. But luckily, it does seem like it's holding the water. I was worried about this edge here. We can. Oh, we don't have the money to waste on landscaping. Guess if we could dig the hole in front of it a little better. But that does look cool. $10,000. Oh, we're gonna go broke. Budget. Let's see. All these just gonna have to die. Can we save it? All those helicopter trips we got going? No more. Even at 1% budget, it's $15 million. Gaining some people back if we don't go bankrupt. I don't know how far you can go. $720, just like it said. 784. And now we have power, more power than we could ever need, but our city got destroyed in the process. We can't build anything because we're losing money. We're only down to negative 17,000 though. I mean, oosh. Parks are still doing it for us. You may be drinking raw sewage. Oh, that one's not. Oh man. Just like a 1 month blackout and everybody goes crazy. 1,184. Okay, that's the stuff. So that's basically max. Because it can't get any higher. 1,000. Oh, we might recover. I think you can get up to negative 10,000 or so. Oh man. The fluctuations are killing me. Oh, bankruptcy alert. Bigger rate, you must cut any services to raise taxes again. Let's reject that. Taxes. Let's. We don't really got much to tax. Just max these out for a little second to get some money. $60, $99, $34. Oh, that was good. And for our recovery period, we'll put it down to 11 instead of 12, which we hit it all game. For the most part, I haven't had to touch my taxes since the beginning. I mean, I didn't grow as fast as I possibly could have, but I didn't have to go up and down all the time. But it took like a solid in-game month or whatever of no power and no sewage for my city to be destroyed. But man, did it get destroyed completely and utterly. Wow. What a way to end the city, huh? Let's see what everybody's unhappy about. Can't. There we go. Abandoned. No one collected dead people. You know how many freaking things I have? I mean, there's like one on every corner at least. Plus I have a couple of these cryo things. But obviously when everybody's dying, it can't possibly handle it. Can we recover? We're up to 61,000. We're going up. But yeah, guys, I think it's going to be in this episode. I'm going to let it run a little bit. I want to do a different save slot and see if I can save this. That was definitely the worstly done thing. I think the biggest issue is I had a lot of trouble getting the water pipes to come up here. Like, it just doesn't want to go vertical. I had to, like, zigzag it for the most part. And I had a lot of trouble because the mountain wasn't very thick. And it doesn't like to be exposed to open air. Back to negative 32. Oh, my taxes did go down by 1%. I guess that makes a difference. No demand. But yeah, guys, this is just a guy signing off. I'll probably do at least one more episode, the recovery, see if we can recover from this. But after that, I want to really start a new world, possibly with mods this time, because I think I went about as far as I can without mods. I think the biggest issue is I just got kind of annoyed that I can't expand it all. I mean, 12 squares is really kind of small. Or 9 squares is all you get. I think I got 12. But I mean, I'm at max level. I can't get any more and I have no squares to buy, so it's not just because I'm poor. Now. But yeah, guys, this is just a guy signing off. Catch you guys later. Bye.